Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, we are continuing on our theme with old technology and keeping them alive. We are back on old iPads, and today we're going to go through one of the most popular suggestions from one of my previous videos. If you haven't seen that, it was just talking about ideas to do with these old iPads and what you can use them for in this current day and age. Now, one of the most popular ones was photo frames and how people have them set up on bedside tables, in the living rooms, in the kitchens, mounted on walls, in customized frames to make them look like photo frames. It was one of the suggestions that I did make in one of those videos, and people have said that they've also had the same ideas. There are some people, however, that have said that they were unsure how to do this. So we're going to go through and how to turn your iPads, and we're going to go across how this works across all variations of iPads as well, and how to do that the easiest possible ways. And the great thing is, as well, is this here is an iPad first generation. So where it all began with iPads. And I'm going to show you even how to do it on this as well. So the method is extremely versatile. There is two methods, and both of them just degrees on how much you would like to not just set it up, because they're both really easy to set up. But the first method, you don't even have to download anything, and that is just by using your normal Photos app. And obviously, you will need to dedicate your iPad just to the photos that you would like to display, and you will need to download them onto this iPad, and you will need to then manually download them from there as well. You can just import the photos that you really want to send in, but you do manually have to do it, and you do, if you want photos being removed, etc., again, you will have to manually take them out and put them in. So it's really, really simple. Every single iPad, including the first generation, has the ability to do slideshow. So you would just make an album. It could be any album that you want. And I just called this one Pokemon. And it's just loads of Pokemon art. I'm going to show you it here as well. So this iPad is a 4th generation. Again, so another unsupported iPad. And it has exactly the same thing. And this one has dinosaur art. Now, in the top corner, you'll have slideshow. And it will do a slideshow, and you can pick your music and bits and pieces, or have no music whatsoever. It's completely up to you how you would do it. So you can go in the options in the bottom corner and you click music, and you can click none. Or if you wanted, I'm going to turn it to none just for the time being, but it will go through there. You can select what you want in the corners up here, so you can go on music. You can even pick your iTunes music, so you can even have it on the background to some music. Now if we go on here, it will just do a slideshow. You can make the options from here on a theme, so it can come through as a origami part. Every time you click the change, it will reload up again. The album, for some reason, is called not used yet, but we'll forget about that. So origami, it will have all different forms. It will fold up. There's all different ones that you can do on here as well. So with this next method, again, we will just demonstrate on these, but I'm also going to show you on the old iPad just to show you how to download it. And it's an application which is called LiveFrame, and you can see that I have it downloaded on both of these. And if we go into LiveFrame, it will work in a very much similar way. For some reason, this is loaded straight up into it. And just to exit, it's quite simple. You just hit the screen once and you see the little people in the corner, and it will come back to here. So from this page, there's a whole range of options, and it really does depend on the support of your iPad as well. So yeah, I think it really does depend. So some, for example, this iPad here still supports some Facebook sign-in. Google Photos won't work. Google authentication will not work. There are workarounds in the jailbreaks. All of my iPads are actually jailbroken, so I could find a way probably to do it. But there's also ways through Dropbox, Instagram, straight from the device. The easiest way is just to download the stuff on the device. And the reason I say, obviously, with the slideshow is good, but sometimes this does have a little bit more customization with, for example, like the date in the bottom corner showing up the whole time. If you go on the settings, there's all sorts you can do. You can even put turn the date off, and you can also turn the weather on. So there, we've got the clock on there. So one thing you don't want to do though, because if you put the weather on and allow it, when you first do it, it comes up in this top corner. On the smaller iPads, it seems to crunch it up. So if you have an iPad mini and you're going to be using that, you see here it all comes into different places. But if I come onto here and was to turn the weather on, let's see if it works. Any money, it will now work. So it will display the weather for you as well. Yeah, see, it keeps trying to display it in the same place. And I haven't figured out why it keeps trying to do it. But you'll either have one or the other, really, either the time and date or the weather. If you have the larger iPad, you can see here, it does it both. So it's just it's another slideshow, and you can, again, have it on a fade, descending, ascending, random order, shuffle it completely. So it depends how you want to do it. It shows how long the pictures are on there for. You can have it for 4 seconds, and you can have it on for minutes as well if you really wanted it to. So really, really simple application where you can do that. And guys, look, this is where the first generation does come in, where it does become a little bit more difficult, because to download the application, you will need to have access to the App Store, and obviously the App Store on the old first generation iPad doesn't work anymore. So you have to jailbreak your iPad to be able to get the App Store to work, to download some sources to do it. I did that in a previous video, so if you are interested in that, then go check it out. It will tell you how to do that, and you can gain access back to your App Store. You'll have all the top charts back again, etc. All your purchased apps will also be up on there as well. So you can see here it's working, where before it would say iTunes, failed to connect to iTunes Store, and you'll have all of your applications here on your purchase. So to get live frame on here, you will need to get that working first. But just to show as well, you can download a compatible version of the application here. There it is. It's working. It works with the slideshow. It works exactly the same way as here. It's just there is a compatible version of the app for you to be able to use. So from any generation iPad, you can use this method, and just have a little bit more flexibility on what you're using and how you're signing in, etc. Just from the first generation iPad, obviously it's going to be difficult to be able to sign into anything, Facebook support, etc. Google doesn't support Safari anymore, so it's really difficult. You could go on Bing if you wanted to, for example, take photos and images off the internet. You can go on Safari, go to Bing, and then search through there, and that will display images, allowing you to take some images off of there. Bing does seem to still work with these old iPads. So, guys, I hope this has helped. This has got what I call probably the method of no effort. You can get some nice photo frame style cases for these iPads as well, which make it look quite nice and look the real part to put on your dress out or wherever it may be. So yeah, in the next few episodes, we're going to be turning some of the old iPads I've got in the top corner here. I've got some more old Generation 1s and a Generation 2 iPad. The whole story of this Generation 2 one, if you're interested, go check it out. It's one that I got scammed on eBay from, and it's activation locked. But we're going to harvest the screen. We're going to turn it into either a monitor or a actual photo frame with some driver boards. So if you're interested in that and figuring out how to do that, then please do keep an eye out for the next videos. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. We're actually going to be harvesting the screens, using the driver boards, and I'm going to, in essence, hand make a photo frame case from an old photo frame and put the screen into it. It's going to have HDMI input. It's going to have USB input. It's even going to have an aerial input for a TV. So you could have it in a frame, play some TV on it. So let's see how that goes. We're going to go ahead and do that. So keep an eye out for that one. But guys, thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, then do go check out the merchandise. The Tech Talk Dad collection is there for you to go and grab. And if you want to support even further, then do consider being a member of the channel. Hit that join button, come and join the family. Get a say in how this channel is going to move forward and get perks along the way, like early access to these videos. And I will catch everyone in the next one.